Ilza, you'll be taking the Bermuda team to Aberdeen, Scotland. Your expectations of what you're hoping to accomplish on this particular tour?
Expectations, I think it's just really exciting to get to the competition. Bermuda's been off the map for a while now, and so expectations just to go out there, show the world that we exist, but more than that we actually are competitive and a force to be reckoned with.
What drew you to Bermuda netball?
The gorgeous sunshine and beaches, of course, but actually more than that is the relationship that I've built with Bermuda netball. I take relationships with people really seriously, and I just saw something with huge potential, and I jumped at the chance when they called me.
Obviously, Bermuda netball team is not as tall as some of the teams they'll come up against. Well, how do you plan to address that in ensuring that we stay in matches and possibly pull off a few?
Well, I can't give away my secrets on camera, but I will say that I'm very impressed with the agility and the speed of the team, and so that's what I'm going to give you for now.
Your background in the sport of netball, can you just give us what it's been like for you over the years?
Sure, I could write a book on this, but I'll give you the short end of the stick. Grew up playing the sport since 5-6 years old. Went forward and was one of the first students at the Stellenbosch Netball Institute, the only one of its kind in South Africa, started by Sandra Duplessis, and so she's been my mentor my whole life with coaching. Really got the opportunity to study there from the New Zealand government, who wanted to empower women of colour in post-apartheid South Africa, and so that started a really incredible journey of exposure. You know, with all that was going on back then in South Africa, I kind of gave all to my sport. A little bit of music, but yeah, just my netball journey just took off really young, and I'm really privileged with the people that came alongside, of which one was back then the South African captain Bronwyn Bach, and a previous vice captain Deirdre Baird, or now Marks. And so those guys were just really instrumental in paving the way forward for my sporting career. And so I went on to play for my state teams. I've coached Team USA. Coach Sandra and myself pioneered netball in Argentina, and so been out there a few times building their national team. So I've been working with a few countries, especially in the development side, which is another big passion of mine. And so, yeah, this is just another one under the belt.
When you look around, obviously you've seen a bit of younger players play.
Yeah.
What's the potential level of being a regular at these type of events consistently?
I mean, I think it speaks for itself. The exposure at such a young age, I think it could be instrumental into those young kids as mine, same as myself. They've got a lot to learn, so it's a privilege for them to even be counted to be part of the team, and so I really hope that they see that, although they might not get as much play time as the seniors, but they will get some chance, and so the potential from here on out is just, it's endless. So
well, we want to wish you all the best and make Bermuda proud.
thank you so much.
Tony, you're no stranger to coaching national teams in Bermuda, but you've watched most of these girls in this team come from juniors right through to the senior ranks. But for you, seeing the development, working with the talent, what has that journey been like for you?
Wow, it's been amazing. Basically, we had some good talent. Watching the girls come from the under-16s to the under-21s, straight up into the senior team now. It's nice to see their development. It's a blessing for me, actually, because I've seen that. I've watched them grow since I started netball. Most of them were just little teenagers when I first started netball, so it's nice to see the growth. It's amazing, and it's good to watch.
I asked the coach about expectations. Now, you've known these lot for quite some time, so what's your expectation? You've been to different competitions with them. Just that, what's the expectations for you?
Yeah, based on our division, basically the teams in our division is Northern Ireland, Gibraltar, and Israel. Basically, we should have no problems with Israel and Gibraltar. But our stiffest competition in this particular tournament is going to be Ireland. I've watched them on video, watched them on YouTube. They're pretty good. They're pretty solid, very focused. But we should give them a run for the money.
What's the discipline level for these girls? I know you're regimental person. You like to do things on time, on schedule. Have they brought into that from you?
Yes, unfortunately, we do have players that are multi-talented. So we got players that are involved in the Karifta, Sakaya and Shanae. We've got players that's possibly going for scholarships, Damiqua and Micah. So we have to be a little bit lenient at times because they have other commitments as well. But technically, they are disciplined. They do make their time, but we do have to be a little bit flexible at times too.
All right, well, we want to wish you all the best.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Well, Kamel Evans, time is drawing near for this team to depart. You have the coach in place, you have the assistant coach in place, but administratively, how much of a struggle has it been to get things together in order for this to be pulled off?
Well, I mean, we've had our challenges for sure, as most people do. Funding is always tight, so there's been a ton of fundraising that's been going on behind the scenes. A lot of different, administrative paperwork going back and forth between us and Scotland in reference to, the little logistics that we need to sort out, so that it's a seamless transition once the players actually get on the plane and travel over there. We don't want to have any type of hiccups. So we're doing our best to make sure that everything is covered, all our T's are crossed and our I's are dotted. So, hopefully it should be pretty good.
Is this a learning process for the BNA as well, doing this international paperwork?
Well, it's a learning process specifically for myself because I've always been on the end of the coaching aspect and not really the administrative. So I've just had to focus and concentrate on the team. Now I've had to actually focus on the administrative side. But on the council, we have a few strong members that also assist with those areas. So it's been pretty good. And I think it's helped to make me a bit more well-rounded, not just looking at it from the coaching aspect, but also from the administrative.
How does this set us up for anything further internationally, going to something like this?
It's big. Bermuda has always been well known in the Caribbean islands. We travel to Europe periodically because it's very expensive, but hopefully a tournament of this magnitude, we can get our feet in the door and hopefully be invited to others.
Okay, well, good luck to the team and to your organization.
Thank you. I'd also like to say a big thank you to the other elements that's behind the scenes, Beast Gym, where the players are doing their strength and endurance training, as well as Summersfield Academy and Cedar Bridge Academy that's allowed us to utilize their training facilities throughout this. So, thanks.